we'll see the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. So glad to have you on board for some hoops. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter.
What you say? Wow. Come on now. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown. It is. No reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And so Ball nails both of them.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
On the drive, Giannis just dead. His stride and his strength make him hard to handle once he gets going.
And Ball throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without...
Oh, hey, how about
big
that?
Big time right there. Big time.
Woo.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor, covering up so much ground with those long strides.
Here's Miller. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Ball surveys the floor. And Ball throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Stolen by Bridges. In transition, here they come. Ball left side. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. Charlotte trailing. Here's Miller. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. 4-3. Antetokounmpo can't connect. And here's Knipple from the arc. Giannis with the rebound. Pass to Rollins. The three. The putback. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The Hornets making a switch here. Hornets trail by 3. Here's White. Into the lane. No good with a layup. Here's Trent. And the layup falls.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
White for 3. Miller outside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. And here's Knipple from the arc. The rebound by Turner.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed.
Oh, man.
Oh, punch that was.
Bad intentions.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
that athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense. He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
Pass to Miller. Here's the three. He can't get that one to fall. The Bucks leading by 8. Outside Porter. Antetokounmpo for three. That one is off. White for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bucks.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Miller outside. Shot clock at 5. Up and over Porter. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. White with the steal. Here's Knipple. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Giannis with the rebound. Here's Jang. Here's Giannis. Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And there's the foul. It's on Grant Williams. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Antetokounmpo for three. Antetokounmpo showing his range.
Giannis constantly working on that outside shot, and you can see he's made progress.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Ball. 10 points for him. Jang pulls it in.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Pass to Jang. Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw no good. And the Bucks making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Hornets trail by 16. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Milwaukee. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket's good. Antetokounmpo has got 11 points in the quarter.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Outside Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Pass to Diabate. Ball outside. From the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee leading by 19. Now here's Green. Here's Jang. Three-pointer off the mark. Three-pointer. And that one's good. LaMelo ball for three.
3 points.
Ball's got 13.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of ball, I absolutely love it. Just,
Throw it down!
Nice! And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
no, that was outstanding, guys.
Here's Diabate. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Diabate taking 2 shots.
That one's off. So both teams changing it up here. That one misses. Here's Milwaukee. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Jang. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
I tell you, it raises his value so much when Antetokounmpo keeps his teammates engaged.